Hey y'all, I know it's been a cool little minute since I've been on here making videos, public speaking, that kind of stuff's not my thing, but I did want to get on here because I do think that this is something very important to share, and maybe if I share my story or just even share what I'm going through in the moment, it would help somebody else who might be going through the same thing. Being able to speak about, the things that I've gone through and what I've experienced, it helps to motivate me to focus on my healing and my traumas. And so getting right into it, September is always a hard month for me. It wasn't until last year that I recognized the patterns that come around this time. September was the start of when I started going through my divorce, started experiencing a lot of things like being in fight or flight mode, being hypersensitive, being very closed off, experienced a lot of emotional trauma. And so with that breakup, and so September kind of starts the phase of like 3 to 4 months where I typically fall into a depression state. The first year was really bad. Like I said, it was the body tremors, it was the constant fear, the fight or flight mode, the fight, fawn, or flee, like all of those different things. I would say the second year, it was similar. I did a really great job with focusing on myself throughout the summer, and then when September hit, I kind of just fell back into that reclusive space of being by myself, only being me and my children, not wanting to be out, overeating, all those different things, not going to the gym. By the third year, I think that's when I caught on to the pattern last year, that my summers would go great, and then by September, my body would start to have these reactions of overeating again, of not wanting to be out and about, the fearful state and things like that. So this year, I want to say around the last week of August is when I started noticing those patterns and behaviors starting to come up. And so I had made a promise to myself that I am going to have to fight to create new routines and new patterns to get ahead of depression. I feel like subconsciously my body knows, my mind knows when this time is coming, because I'm not really conscious about it. It's not until I start to reach for those extra bags of chips, or it's not until I, feel like I can't get out of bed, or I don't want to get out of the bed and I want to just sleep. When I'm ignoring text messages or can't, respond to text messages, not being out and about, not wanting to be out in public or be seen, not wanting to work on the things I need to work on. And it wasn't until this year where I'm less like, no, we're going to get ahead of it. So I have vowed for the next 30 days, for the month of September, to really focus on getting ahead of this depression so I don't fall into a depressive state. Like I said, last year it took me, I want to say September, October, November, December. I went through the depression state, and I didn't really get out of that until January-ish. I am thankful that I'm able to recognize the patterns so that I can get ahead of it. And so for the next 30 days, I will be making sure I'm intentional about doing my workouts, being mindful of overeating. I will be writing down everything in the past that I have experienced with depression. I'm not wanting to get out of bed. It's just so that I can start to do the opposite. So yeah, if you are someone who is battling depression, if you've been there, done that stage, or even if, you're finding things that work for you as you go through it, please let me know. I am always, up for some type of support. It's tough asking for support, especially as a mom, as a Black mom, when we're stigmatized or even taught, that you have to be the Black, strong Black woman and figure it out. And right now, I'm not going to pretend like I know all the answers. Like I said, I've identified some patterns and whatnot, but doesn't mean that I know everything. And so, let me know what has worked for you in the past, what's currently working for you. I have been doing counseling the last 3 years, and this is the first month that my counselor will be out. So, honestly, I also feel like it's a test, or God, just allowing me to see that I am strong enough to depend on Him, and, allowing Him to show me how to get through these things, so I can just continue to be great. So again, let's create these, new memories, new patterns, new behaviors, and let go of what no longer serves us. And so thank you for your support as always. Let me know how I can support you all too.